Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this and they really just want the first name or the first top two names done. In plasma, this is probably cut out of metal. If it's not, you could use Times New Roman. But if it's in metal, these little bitty corners are going to burn away. So I'm going to do it with a different font than Times New Romans. I'm going to go and I'm going to either use Arial Black or I'm going to use, let me get rid of that, Cooper Black. You're going to be more happy if it's going to be the same video regardless which one you do. So I'm going to make this font with my ratio locked 2.2 inches. Okay, and now I'm going to make an ellipse that is, let's say 20 inches. And I'm going to hit P. And then I'm actually going to go Control D and make a duplicate and make the next one 19. That's going to give me a 1/2 inch lip. Okay, but I'm going to take that one and nudge it out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and make all 4 circles. So let me put that back. So the next one I want, Control D, I want it to be 2 inches shorter. So I need to make it 15 inches. That'll give me 2 inches of space. And if you don't trust your math, so I really moved it 4 inches, but you got to think about that you're 2 each direction. And then we can take this circle and Control D and make it 14. And their size does not matter. Now, I'm going to take out the middle one, and I'm going to take out the top one, and I'm going to move the outside of our text part. And I'm going to go, this text might be too big for this size circle. I could have started out bigger. Go to text, fit text to path, and put it on the path. Yeah, it's not too big, it's fine. Now at this time, I'm going to take my everything and I'm going to go to, what I want to do first. Let's take this and we're going to left click, right click. We're going to see if we're touching enough letters, and we're not. So what I can do now, I can take this and up this. I need to go downhill. It's moving it down into the circle. And that probably pretty good. I'm going to say that's good. Now, the only thing now we need to do is go up to Object and break the text apart. Now, our next circle is over here. And is it touching enough of the letters? And it's not. So we're going to make it 18.8. And don't worry, that's almost too much. Let's go 18.9. Don't worry too much about the size because you can make it whatever size circle you want when you're done. Now, this is still a text. So we need to go to Object and convert it to a curve. I'm going to make everything red. Well, okay. I'm going to select everything and I'm going to weld it. That got rid of the inner part. But on the other side, we have to go, we can't weld it because it's going to do that. So we're going to go right here to back minus front. And it took away those parts. Now we're going to take, and to select both these circles, I'm going to hold down the Alt key, just touch them and move them over. Now we need to take the Smart Fill tool, set on black, and what that did is combined it all together. I am a little bit long on my name, but what I was saying about, so now this thing's 20 inches still, but if you wanted to make it 24, it's still the same thing. And then I would just look over it. I I did a good job of sizing it up. This would work with a laser or, plasma cutter. That's what it's going to look like. It's real readable. I think it's better than the aerial. The aerial, same thing, except for you've got these, you really have to watch what you're doing because you've got these tails that I missed. And that can be fixed, if you go with aerial, left click, right click, and you could take this and manipulate it, take your shape tool, and what you could do is bring that one down to there, bring that one down to there, and then just take your virtual segment delete key and delete that. And then just look over the whole thing. Same thing on here. That's a little bitty crack for a plasma cutter to get in. It's going to burn it. But after you do all this, go all the way around, and like that bump. Do you want that bump? And the best way to get rid of that bump, to me, is to take, if you have X7 or above, take the smoothing tool and just touch it and get rid of that bump. Like that bump, just get rid of it. It doesn't take away from the eye. Maybe leave the top one because it's, more noticeable. Same thing over here on the A. Now, if you're laser cutting, this will work. But if you're not, if you're plasma cutting that out of metal, that's going to burn away. Go back to the shape tool or the smoothing tool. Just smooth that out. You'll be a lot happier. Anyway, I hope it helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.